Right, greetings everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of New Beginnings. Few minor changes, and I mean minor changes, since where we last left off. We had just finished constructing this building. I've essentially just moved all the crafting components inside. Dealt with a couple of minor incursions by the bad guys. But nothing, honestly, there was nothing worth really talking about. We have, however, constructed this new building. Well, I say constructed, almost finished. We're part way there. So if you can see, we've put the roof on. I have left this side completely open. There is a very good reason for that. What we're gonna do is we are going to deconstruct these. We should have enough storage in the middle here, so we've got shelving units all the way around the back here. These shelving units, once they're complete, we're going to remove, there's not going to be any food, so we're just looking at essentially construction materials and medicines, whereas these should only, actually, it would help if I remove all these. Right, okay, so these interior shells here shall only take food items. These should only be crafting and construction items. Once we have disassembled all of this, so we're going to deconstruct these first, these storage units, get everyone to move them inside. Once that's done, we can remove this, and then what we will actually do is we'll extend this building out. We might even connect them together. I think there's enough floor space here that we can create more bedrooms if we get any more survivors. The most I've had is 6. I believe you can have up to 8 survivors, depending on the map and a couple of other random factors, essentially. So yeah, besides that, that's the only real changes. We have completed a bunch of research, really sort of basic stuff. We have unlocked long distance travel and pickling, and we have unlocked a bunch of electronics. So we'd be looking to in this episode. So yes, so my plan is, hopefully for this episode, we can deconstruct these, move all of our stocks inside, where they should survive a bit longer. Honestly, the only one issue that I have is moving the raw food into here. At the moment, the raw food out here is frozen, so it will survive indefinitely. So I think we're going to get the construction complete first, then where am I going to build it is the question. Then we're going to get ourselves a little small basic electrical setup out here, get a freezer built. The way I constructed this is I should be able to build a freezer here because all of these are accessed from the side. So yeah, we should be able to slap a freezer down here. Freezer takes up 3 blocks. Actually, fridge is the same size. So yeah, is that gonna? No, that's not gonna screw anything. So we can put a freezer in there to stock all our food. We will then remove one of the sets of shelves, and we can quite possibly have another freezer back here. I'm not going to bother with fridges. I'm just going to jump straight to freezers. They work in exactly the same manner. It's just a freezer stores food indefinitely, whereas with a freezer, food will run out. So if we have a look here, let's have a look. So yeah, as you can see, so refrigerated, they'll last 54 days. If we freeze them, they'll last indefinitely. We've even started pickling some fruit and veg. And we have a very nice stock of electronics, thanks to Ken's good work. So actually, thinking about this, can we select this whole thing? We can. Right, we're just going to get rid of that. Empty and deconstruct. That looks good to me. So, oh yes, other things. So we completed the bedrooms last time, but if you look up in the top left-hand corner, but here, when you hover around, it tells you what the temperature is. We are just about to hit into our first winter. So you can see it's -2 inside. It's a little bit warmer. It's 0 degrees here. That's probably helped out massively by the cooker. But basically, what we've got here are little heating stoves in each of the rooms. Actually, what I want to do before I forget, I'm sure it's in lighting. It is okay. We can't put one there. We can put one there. We can put one there. We can put one there. The air vent should allow a bit of circulation. Unfortunately, we can't actually put one in here because I put that in the way. So this should help heat the whole building a little bit, but the bedrooms will be warmer as well. And as long as so Ken's a tough guy. Ken is happy unless it gets below 7. Ken's not going to get too complainy. Krista, it's got to be above 1, otherwise Krista is not a happy bunny at all. Raka, it's got to be above -3, and Yoko likes it above -2. See, Krista up below 37. As long as we don't get a heat wave in the summer, we shouldn't have a problem. Oh, I just looked, yeah. So Krista hates everyone. Ken, although he is the grandson of Yoko, doesn't particularly like her, but he does like Raka. Raka absolutely hates Krista. Oh my god, look at that. Yoko does not like her. Yeah, Krista just doesn't like anyone. Right, okay, these little relationships are something I'm going to keep an eye on, because Krista is currently going berserk. Her happiness has hit nothing. It's because she's hungry, although, okay, that's probably my fault. We are running out of food. That is something we need to get Yoko onto. And on that note, before I forget, I have now set up the complex priorities. So essentially, 1 is the most important, 5 is the thing that they're least likely to do. So, Ken, if there's a hunt, he will go and hunt. If I tell him to go and chop trees, he will go and chop trees on mine. I've actually set this up for Ken. Well, I'll say for the cutting for Ken, Yoko and Raka for mining and cutting, and for hunting it's Krista and Ken we want, because they've got the well, just because. So these are tasks that you pretty much set. I put scavenge to 2 because predominantly we're going to have him scavenging. So Yoko's set to cook. So unless there's mining, cutting, or healing to be done, Yoko will go and cook. Unless there's a hunt on, Krista will do research. If we run out of research, he'll do whatever needs doing besides crafting and so on and so forth. So hopefully that all works out quite well for us. What we could potentially do to control... Oh no. There we go. Krista's calmed down now. She now has the catharsis buff, which means she's essentially saying, sorry I lost my shit. I'm going to behave now. Even though she did, she'd mess up our chair. That's okay. Racker's going to fix that. There we go. Is he deconstructing? Why has he not finished that off? Why? Okay, because it needs to be emptied. So Yoko seems to be on the case of transporting stuff. Right, see if we can we force... We can't force Yoko to... Right, Yoko's cooking, which is good. Krista is transporting stuff. Do we not have any research on the go at the moment? We've got freezers to research, so I'm not entirely sure why Krista isn't researching. She should be. Krista. Yeah, so researching's a #1 priority. Right, okay. And now, let's see if we hover onto the tile, 23 degrees inside, so they can be nice and warm. And this is increased, and this is at obviously in the night. This is like the colder part. We've got a nice 9 degrees. What is... Yoko seems to want to do everything but cook. Oh, right, okay. Limit reached on veggie stew. Waiting for ingredients on meat stew. Not enough resources. Not enough resources. Okay. Did I not put... I don't think we have the resources for coffee. Right, okay. So, buildings. This can be out of metal. I don't... If I do it that wide. So, a battery's 2x2. That's what I'm planning on. This, if I'm going to build a room for it, I build a room to store a bunch of batteries. So I can do 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can fit 6 batteries in there. Not much we can do about that at the moment. Right, power. Yeah, so I should be able to go 1, 2. Oh, maybe I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, we're still limited to about 6 regardless. So I don't think it matters particularly. We're just going to go with the 1 for now. As get ourselves 2 wind turbines. Let's not go too mad. And then storage, we can produce a freezer. We can fit a freezer there. We can fit a second freezer in if we need to. So that's producing 8. Storage. A freezer consumes 12. So one wind turbine is well, quite frankly, just not going to be enough. Once this is up and running, we can make a huge amount of meals. We can get Yoko to just cook for a couple of days, and then we should be good. We can get her back to work and doing other stuff. So, good morning. Yoko's still sleeping. Come on, Yoko. Excuse me whilst I take a sip of this fine English tea. Yoko is ravenously hungry for some unknown reason, because, well, she's the cook. That bit of ASMR was completely free of charge. It's okay. You can thank me later. So yeah, Yoko is cooking. Where is Ken? Ken is crafting stuff. Alright, let's get Ken back on salvage work. Yeah, we can make everyone new t-shirts. Honestly, like, by the time these are constructed, a light jacket is probably what we're going to need. Let's just go for average trousers. Unless we get like an extreme heat wave or an extreme cold snap. Like, just the regular clothes will do for now. We're not going to bother with hats. I seem to be missing something here. Right, okay. We do want to equip everyone with a spear. And let's move that spear up. Let's make the spear the top priority. Right, okay, there we go. The fridge is up and running. And see, so veggie stew, which would normally only last 8 days in a refrigerator, is now going to last us forever. So let's deconstruct these shells, because we just don't want them storing food inside. Let's check. So there is right, these are the ones we care about actually. So no food items in there. We want no food items in there. No food items, please. Right, okay, so we can empty and deconstruct, and empty and deconstruct. So this is, yeah, this is nicely powered. Our battery is taking a little bit of charge. Yoko is at a risk of meltdown. What's wrong with Yoko now? Stressed out in a little pain, was angered by Raka. Yeah, so why Ken's on the scavenge as well, I don't know if you if I made it clear, but he essentially always gets twice as much metal. So right, we have now unlocked electronic crafting. The reason that I wanted to get electronic crafting done, because we want to get nanotube printing done, because to be honest with you, I want to move to carbon wind turbines as fast as humanly possible. I did see there is a bloated insect. No, we're not a spike-tailed insect. Smalls. This might be early enough. Like these guys, they grow. Like their nest will get bigger and bigger as time goes on. So we might want to draft everyone. I don't know if we want to wait till the end of winter and draft everyone, because all of these contain nanotubes, and we can actually get quite a lot out of this. Like I think each blob is like worth like 100 nanotubes. That's the nest that you have to destroy. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, that's potentially over 1,000 nanotubes. That'll let us jump straight up to carbon. We can create the carbon wind turbines, and then we've now got a soldering bench so we can craft electronics. I'm not too worried about crafting electronics just yet. CPU cores we're a bit low off, but they essentially don't matter all too much at the moment. Right, okay, I think what I might need to do is set everyone to handle because I want these shelves gone. Basically, we want them done as quick as possible. Right, let's change this for forever and forever. I don't particularly think we need much scrap metal for anything. It's always alloys, so if we can just get that, just producing alloys all the time. Right, I don't seem to be able to force them to move Ken. What's got Ken's back up? Krista, yeah, Krista hates everyone. Oh no, she doesn't hate Yoko anymore. That's nice. How are we doing food supplies? Yoko has reached level 5 crafting. Not enough resources for any of them. Surprisingly, I think food's actually going to be our biggest issue. And still, they refuse to empty these. Like, is there a way to force them to empty the shelves? do you know what I'm gonna do? Okay, this might be stupid of me. I suppose I can actually force them to do stuff. It all depends if I can. Let's pause. Right, so now, unless I tell them directly to do something, they should all be moving stuff. There we go. Right, okay, good. This is what we like to see, some busy worker bees. In all fairness, I've never actually built one of these before. Yeah, that's going to be walled off. Make Racker construct the double wardrobe, and then we can remove apparel from here. And this, oh, and weapons. Right, okay, apparel and weapons are off there. Weapons and apparel. And we want to see all these nice and empty. So that's empty. They're getting there. That's almost empty. There is loads in here. Have I got enough storage space? Another 2 stockpiles there. We are running awfully low on food. Everyone's on emergency rations now. Right, okay, so let's go to our activities and set Yoko to cooking. Let's get Yoko cooking at least. Apologies them, I think my laptop is pinging off in the background. There we go, Yoko's actually cooking dinner for everyone. Good job, Yoko. It's just this shelving unit. Ah, right, it's not set to empty and deconstruct. That is probably why it hasn't been deconstructed yet. Nothing we can do about that at the moment. And this should mean that our food stockpiles will actually last a bit longer. Right, okay. I do think that we will need that second freezer, and let's get Raka to construct that straight away, because yeah, we're actually full at the moment, which could be a bit of a, potentially be a bit of a problem. There we go, the second freezer's up, so we're consuming 24 power, but we're producing a lot more than we're using at the moment, which is fine. That's exactly what we want. Not enough resources for veggie soups. Right, okay, so let's take a pause for a second here, because all this is cleared out, so we can now. This is the end of our little shanty town, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it all started. Maybe I should have placed these buildings slightly somewhere else. We could have kept it as like a monument, but we have a very small amount of grain. We've got no beef berries, no glitter caps, no skin bark. Okay, so nothing on our field is harvestable apart from maybe a little bit of hay. Right, okay, so let's go back to our activities. Right, okay. So Yoko and Ken can be right. So their main jobs is to scavenge. We only want Ken doing scavenging. Okay. We only want Chad doing construction. We want Ken and Krista on hunt. Mining, I want Ken, Chad and Yoko. I want the same for cutting. So these are assigned, like they have to be assigned tasks for them to do them. So crafting. So Ken's not very good at crafting. So we'll set crafting to 3 for Ken. So by setting this at, no, I don't want this at 2, do I? I want this at 3 because construction is his main job. So unless there's mining or cutting or healing to do, Yoko's going to cook. Krista's going to focus on research unless she's sent out to hunt. So farming. We need someone more focused on the farming side of things. So if there's nothing to cook, It's hard to prioritize making sure, like, I don't think you can have it completely automated. You can't have everyone doing everything at the same time. So Yoko's going to be in charge of farming, and she'll essentially have to pick between farming and crafting, but Chad and Ken can craft. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So only Ken and Yoko will heal. Everyone will handle and deliver. It is purely Krista for researching. Everyone can craft, except for Krista. And I set these to like low priority, so if they've really got nothing else to do, they'll cook. Actually, we don't want Ken anywhere near the cooker. Just don't want. We want nobody else doing that. Nobody else doing that. Just Ken. Because planting. No, planting does make a difference. We don't want it. We don't want them. Really speaking, we only want Krista planting because she's the only one who's like guaranteed to do it because of her skill. No, there we go. I think we're good. I think we might have to manually assign some tasks. Right, let's go. How full are our stores? Stores are actually looking quite full, although we do have the shelving units as well. There's plenty of space on the shelving units, and there'll be 2 new stores here as well. What we might have to do, it's not a case of might. We will have to send them out on a hunt. But what I want to do first actually is let's give Ken the pulse rifle. He's the most experienced. They're a fair ways off to get meat. Hoping for something closer. These guys are a little bit dangerous to hunt. They can hurt. Do you know what we are gonna do? We're gonna do it. Let's draft everyone. Right, this is potentially gonna make or break us. Either everyone is going to die, or this is going to be super successful. Right, can we? Come on, Krista, get in there. Right, Ken is hurt. It would help if they stopped missing. It's our combat effectiveness is so low at the moment. Right, so Ken and Yoko are hurt. Oh no, we're going to clear this. Alright, attack the nest. Right, undraft. Right, okay, Ken. Can Ken heal himself? Heal self. Yoko. Need to get her to kind of clear those bushes. Heal self. Right, so they're going to run back and heal themselves. Butcher. Butcher. That'll get us some meat. And then we also want to... Can we not mine these yet? Oh, right. Observe. Krista. Observe. How unhealthy is Ken? He's losing 5 per hour. Yoko's only losing 1 per hour. That's good. Right. A little concerned about Ken. I'm hoping Ken can heal himself. Ken, self-healing. Oh, there we go. 4 per hour. Lucky as his got tail stabbed and spike punches. He's treated the stab. Got some painful scars. He does have a mild infection. But he's good. He's good. Yoko's already back to full health. And Krista is observing the Nest Foundation. Hopefully they should be coming to get this meat. Although I don't know if these guys give meat. This observation is taking a while. Nest formations. Right, yes, there we go. Mining of nanotubes unlocked. So now, nest formations, we can set them to mine. Ken is starving. Well, why don't you get yourself something to eat, Ken? So I mean, that's that's what I mean. It's my fault. We really need that meat. Although we do have some food available. Ah, they're destroying our crops. Right, okay, so... Free meat delivery. Right, get everyone back to work as quick as possible. Bighorn animal, let's butcher them. Krista has research inside. That means her research is going to go a lot faster, which is good because nanotubes take absolutely ages. And again, with my laptop. Right, okay. So we need CPUs and power cells to make laser pistols and pulse rifles. Just drop the synthetic armor in there. Electric smelting. I'm not too worried about electric smelting right now. But, oh. Screw synthetic armor. Get that carbon armor. Yoko has hypothermia. Whole body moderate. We do have, do we have, yeah, we have antibiotics. She should be able to heal that with antibiotics. What do Yoko? Right, if you're hungry, why don't you go and get food? No one's stopping anyone from eating here. Oh, Krista's insulted Rackar. Great. Angered. Ken's about to have a meltdown. Is there anything we can do? Ravenously hungry, burnt out, moderate pain, and it's dark. Well, get in. Right, at least he's going to eat. I don't get why they seem to be coming over here to eat. Oh no. That shelf. Can we cook anything? Green porridge, we can. Right, Yoko. Go and cook us some porridge at least. Only 2 degrees indoors. Their rooms are nice and warm. Don't know whether we need to add a fireplace. Yoko's having a meltdown. It's alright, she's just having a sad one there. That's fine, she'll cheer up soon enough. Ken's getting a little bit happier. Although everyone seems to be burnt out at the moment. It's winter, man. Winter's harsh. They are not enjoying this whatsoever. 2 people have Rackar's having a meltdown as well. What's Rackar doing? He's just having a sad wander as well. So these should be, yeah, these should be the nanotubes. Look, yeah, I said we'd get over 1,000. Oh my god, we're going to get way more than 1,000. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 600 there. 810 on the floor, and they still haven't even completed mining it out yet. Can't reach freezer. What? Oh, I guess if there's someone standing here, does that stop them from passing by? Honestly, that could be that could genuinely be some an issue, like moving forward. Right, why won't you let me select the dartboard? Dartboard. Move. If we move the dartboard over, we can move. Alright, the dartboard needs to be moved before. Racker, why are you sleeping over there? What is wrong with this guy? Slept on the ground, cave dweller. Okay, so we are where's Racker? Alright, he's moving on to construction. Ah, here we go again. These fuckers attacking our crops. Draft. Oh, there's a lot of these. And they're going to attack as well. Shit. Right, Yoko's hurt. How badly is Yoko? 4.5 an hour. That's not terrible. Oh, nah. Ken was miles away. Ken's the one with the big gun. Yoko's fainted. Oh shit. Alright, Krista, can you... Krista's unconscious? Right, Krista. Ken's healed himself. Raka, what are you doing? Why is he running away? Right, stop. Heal self. Krista. Heal Yoko. That needs to be doing Ken. Ken is healing himself. Right, okay. Right, okay, we might. Krista, why are you not? Right, Ken. Heal Yoka. She's gonna die, man. 7 per hour. And Krista's just like, yeah, no, it's alright. I'm just gonna stay for you. I'm just gonna eat. Raka, what are you doing? Heal yourself, man. Well, can we get Krista to... maybe carry Yoka to safety? This might be the end of us right here. Yoka's back up. She's healing herself. Right, we're going to slow this down. Ken, what are you doing? Oh. Why Car's only losing 1 per hour? Right, Yoka's. Oh, right, she's got herself a medkit 5 per hour. Oh man, this is getting bad. Is Yoka gonna make it? Right, we have an aggressive animal. Oh no, wait, I see what's going on here. She's trapped inside. Where's this animal that's attacking? Over here. Where's Ken? Can Ken handle this guy by himself? I hope Ken can. I hope Yoka's going to bleed out in 11 hours. Although she is self-healing. It's a huge mantis. But Ken seems to be holding his own at the moment. He is unharmed. I think he keeps on knocking him with some sort of confusion thing, which seems to just be keeping him stuck there. I see what's going on here. Crap. Building. Floor. Wood. Oh, what? Shrieking noises. Where's Ken? Undraft Ken. Ken needs treatment. Ken's going to heal himself. So because I missed that one little square, I don't know how I missed that one little square, that basically meant nobody could get inside and only Krista could get inside and sleep. Right, Yoka's not hurt anymore. Ken is hurt. But Krista is healing Ken? Oh, well then, Krista. Ken is back up to full health, and my god, this laptop. The joys of recording, hey? We now have a 3D printer. The nanotubes I'm very happy about. "3D meat printing." Did we ever? We made a spear. We'll give that to Ken. Right, we definitely need to get on with making some sort of compound. I think as well we need to increase the stores. Because there's still a lot of items like laying around on the ground and stuff. How's our fridge is doing? Right, that's good. That's almost full. Yoko is unconscious. Where's Yoko? Raka. Carry Yoko to safety, my man. Fuck those nanotubes. Although, that is a lot of nanotubes. Wow. And they're still all... We are desperately running out of meals. Played a funny prank on Raka. Don't do that. Was annoyed by Yoko. Well done, Yoko. Doesn't matter how many of these we make now. Right, meat stew, meat soup. Right, they're going to be living off meat soup. And we need to make sure we have enough meat. Right, is that meat there? That is... whole raw meat, yeah. Yoko, all the hides. Butcher. Ah, no, not again. Draft, 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 draft. Right, we're gonna need to kill. We're gonna need to kill this guy as well, I feel. Right, the whole platoon is here. Right, and draft. And flatheads, butcher. We have one meal left, but Yoko is cooking. More electronics. Ken, you're the boss, man. Raka's having a meltdown. On a food bench, good luck. There's no food there. jeez. Right, well that was, all in all, a pretty eventful hour, that's for sure. And I think we'll call it there for this episode. So we did manage to set the fridge. We did manage to get rid of our shantytown. We hadn't quite completed the building, although we did set up our electrics, and that seems to be powering the fridges perfectly fine, perfectly well. The big thing was getting those nanotubes. Like, getting those nanotubes is huge. So now we can research the carbon fiber wind turbines, which so they produce 80 power, whereas I think these guys only produce well, he's producing 16, but I think that's out of a maximum of 20. So this is going to be huge going forward. We're coming out of the end of winter as well, but also, again, because we've got the carbon nanotubes and we've got almost 2,000 of them. I believe once they finish mining that area and collecting them all, we are going to have over 2,000. So we should be able to start crafting carbon armor. Like, we're making really good progress. Then we can also look at producing carbon rooms. And yeah, we've got a lot of research to do. Upgrading to laser pikes is going to be pretty big jump. I didn't get round to doing it, and it's my fault. We should have provided them all with spears. Yeah, we really need to get the clothing situation sorted out. The clothing situation is terrible, and that is something that I've let get away from me. Like, once we get into spring and summer, it's not so much of a problem, but we really need to make sure that that's all sorted out for next year. So we've got the workbench. We have got a tailoring bench. So essentially, they're just waiting for someone to make all the clothes. So I might. Yoka's gonna have to cook food. I believe was Ken interested in crafting? Ken is interested, and well, Raikar is the better of the two, but I'm going to want Raikar building this place. I think we definitely need to, I think we can add an exit here, and add an exit here, which might be good. We don't want everyone like running out of this side of the building, so that might be a little upgrade that we do. Place a door in here possibly, and once this is constructed, have a staircase here so they can get up and down a little bit easier. I'm not entirely sure. I think if we look, I think this is raised because this back corner here, but everything's on the same level. So yeah, we're going to look at completing the construction of this building, possibly getting ourselves some clothes. I definitely need to build a compound, because like, how many animals have we fought off that have just wandered into here? And I think that might just be maybe we're just being a bit too risky. So like, progress wise, so we can now build the advanced research desk. That's probably something that I should get onto. We can also build the hot air balloon, and that's something that we definitely want to get done soon. But we're being a bit risky. We really need to sort out our food situation. We need to focus on food and clothing. So I'll probably do them offline. And yeah, we'll get that done. We'll get that all tidied up. And then in the next episode, we will continue our adventures. So thank you very much for stopping by. do hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Get us that 1 million subscribers so we can buy a plot on Mars with Elon Musk and do this for real. And, as always, until next time, take care.